Hello everyone, I'm AT Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. It was yet another warm and very humid day across western Wisconsin on our Tuesday. Highs were well into the 80s across the area. We had dew points that were in the upper 60s to near 70s. So in a few locations, the heat index did get into the low 90s. And speaking of low 90s, Osceola and Red Wing did manage to see the actual air temperature get to 90 yesterday. Now, you may notice New Richmond, it says 69 for the high. That's because the sensor went down overnight. So that is why it shows 69, and of course that's why the colors are a little bit different there. So just wanted to point that out. But we got to 85 in Eau Claire yesterday, and that was the warmest day we've had in about a month. The last time we had a high of 86 or warmer was August 15th, and the last time we hit 90 or above was August 8th. So it's been feeling a little more like midsummer as of late, and that will continue even into today. Though we do have a few isolated showers and storms that have developed near kind of the intersection of a warm and cold front this morning, just to the north and west up in parts of Barron and Polk counties. Otherwise, we are pretty quiet to start the day, but we do have that warm and cold front that will be bringing a chance for a few showers and storms later today and tonight. And then the low to the south and west with a stationary boundary will move in to continue shower and storm chances even into the weekend. So also we are dealing with some fog this morning in some locations, so that'll burn off here in the next couple of hours by about mid-morning. By the afternoon, again, mid to late afternoon, we'll see a few of those little pop-up showers and storms around. Again, not everyone will see rain, but where they do develop, they could be efficient rain producers at times because they won't be moving all that fast. Some of the storms in parts of Barron and Polk counties this morning moving at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So definitely some slow-moving storms. The upper level winds are really not that strong, so anything that does develop is not going to move very fast at all. But the thing that we're going to have around the next couple of days are these off and on shower and storm chances. And you'll see as we go through future track into Thursday, we'll maintain those chances, although it does come down coverage-wise at least a little bit, and then should ramp up again late Thursday night into Friday itself as that secondary low and stationary boundary get a little bit closer. The question is, though, the next couple of days is where the position of the low is and those boundaries out to our west where they are located, because that will kind of, dictate where the best coverage of rain will be. Because there could be some spots that don't see anything at all, but there may be others that see multiple waves of showers and storms the next couple of days and nights, and that'll continue even into Friday night, into Saturday, and even into Sunday as well. As you can see here, right now I have the rain coverage kind of on the lower end of the chance category. So when you look at the percentages, about 40 to 50%. But there may be times as we get newer data in the next couple of days, we may have to increase it in parts of the times and decrease it in other parts. But as we get into next week, the rain chances do start to taper off just a little bit. And we should actually see some drier weather potentially about a week or so from now kind of take over once again. So how much rain are we looking at? I have this through Sunday, so it's a long range, but lower end total is probably about a couple hundredths of an inch to a tenth of an inch. Most likely, though, we're looking at about a tenth to 1 inch of rain. Higher end totals of 1.5 inches to 2 inches plus, but keep in mind, this is going to vary quite widely across the area, because again, there may be some spots that don't see anything, but then you go 20-30 miles down the road and they might get 2-3 inches of rain. So it is going to vary quite a bit across the region, but certainly we need the rain, and some locations they will get a nice benefit out of this, but others not as much. The other good thing is we're not expecting any severe weather out of this, so that is some good news there. What you're seeing here is from the Storm Prediction Center. We have a 0 out of 5, which means non-severe thunderstorms are expected, with just a chance for thunderstorms. And again, likely staying below severe levels. But with that being said, some small hail and a brief gusty wind, maybe up to 30 to 40 miles per hour, can't be ruled out in some of the stronger storms. Dew points are also going to stay on the higher side as well, into the mostly mid to at times upper 60s here the next couple of days. Though as we get into next week, it does come down slightly. We get some slightly drier air to move in as those dew points will fall back down towards 60, but still will be a little bit noticeable. But it'll certainly at least feel slightly better than the mid to upper 60s we've had the last couple of days. Highs stay across the area back into the mid 80s once again. That's about 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. Lows tonight, upper 50s to mid 60s, so that's about 15 degrees above average. Now, highs will be coming down the next couple of days because of those rain chances. Tomorrow will go from about 75 to 77 north to as warm as about 83 south of Highway 10. We'll be around 80 in Eau Claire and Menominee. And then for Friday, we're mostly going to be low to mid 70s, upper 60s in Medford because of skies becoming coming mainly on the cloudy to mostly cloudy side. And we'll maintain the mid-70s in Eau Claire Saturday and Sunday, mid to upper 70s early next week. And of course, don't forget, the fall equinox is Monday afternoon just after 1 p.m.